All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Crunch.
Hey, 57, Colin, 57. First run.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the ball.
Switch.
Come back. Yellow.
Echo. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Check hot route. Hot. Sponge.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alpha. Check 24. Mike's 47.
You don't want me. Sunday.
Kill.
Hey, 57.
Kill.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 37.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Yellow. 180.
50's the mic. I'm coming for you.
Fight on these two.
50's the mic. And here we go.
Hey, Ripley.
Watch the pass. Slam. Blue dot Corkers.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Yellow.
Watch the run.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Jump.
Hey, Ripley. Hey, Sunday.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the set.
57, Mike, 57. Gotta do better.
Leo.
Set. Kill.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Switch. Slam. Check 31. Check 9.
Snap.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Bam.
Check. Fresno. Deuce. Alert, flash.
On 3rd down, Stevenson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense.
I call it color.
Defense, let's go. Check 3. Watch the edge. Check the backer.
On the carry, here's Smith. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Yellow.
They're not ready for
Yellow.
They're not ready for Charlie. Y'all playing the wrong football. Undercrunch.
Hey, yellow. I go.
On the draw, this is Smith. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 80 weapon. He's coming, double.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Check pass. Check pass. Check 43.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Samaje Perine denied on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Topper!
Tight off.
Look at me. Go!
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Big grip.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, Zoo.
50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevenson, he's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
70, Indy.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Check. Big ass. Back.
80 weapons.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
57, Mike 57. Coming to you. Hatchet.
Go.
Safety's creeping.
On 1st down, Stevenson. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On the ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Rush in.
Look, squeeze. Hey, exit.
Under 10. 10. 5.
Off play action. Stevenson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Hey, lock it.
Check 37.
Hey, echo.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. All day.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Come. Ready.
On 4th down, Stevenson. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Switch it.
Go out. Leo. Put up.
Off the play fake. Stevenson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Quick stone, grab it.
To throw on second down, Stevenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Keenan Allen, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from play. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, watch this. Watch this.
43. 43.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Shift. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll toss it to Smith. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm trying to collect. Watch the safety creep.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Take 4.
They'll run it here with Pirine. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Ridley.
Here's P-Ryan.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 57.
They'll run with Smith. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Finish the game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
61. Matchbox. Light. Watch motion.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Hey, yellow. On the line.
Coming this way. Here we go. Check 24.
Hey, 15. Yellow.
47's the mark.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Tighten up.
15.
22. It's our field.
Hey, 57.
You got tape.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And it's stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tremont Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Get that pilot. 64. Weak. Look at me. Go. Check out Reed. Snap.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Stevenson. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line. To the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
He's coming. We got double up. Watch twist.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Hey, Charlie.
Check. 53.
Gone.
53.
Hey, wahoo.
Pick it up. Check 3. Check 3. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Off play action. Stevenson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Pirine. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't say nothing. Watch out. Check safety. Check.
Hey, Ripley.
Now it's tossed right to Smith.
Go.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Check 52. Check 26. Check 26. Rock it. Hey, Alpha. 5.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Off the play fake. Stevenson. Complete to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Broncos.
Set. 15 Lonnie. 16 Lonnie. You draw Corker. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Take 3. 218, chopper.
Check. Crouch. 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 Check, check, check.
Look. Squeeze.
Looking to throw on second down. Stevenson. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Denver.
Come on.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
Check. Check out.
Hey, lock it.
Spine. No. Shift.
Let go.
Off play action. Stevenson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Off the play fake. Stevenson. He completes it to Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the gun on third down. Stevenson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. This is Smith. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, let's get this. Joker. Say. Easy.
They go back to the ground with Smith. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Yellow. That's
what I do.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Smith. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Let's go for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Yellow. There's a water, right?
47. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Slam. Slam. Slam.
Again, it's Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
47's an exit. Check, check, 47. Switch. Hey, check, Mike, 47.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Recon, 152 fighter.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
53, Mike. You ain't got nothing. A little flare.
From the gun, Stevenson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
1st down, Broncos.
Got it.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 52.
Topper.
Check 99.
Fight.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Ready, ready. 50, plant. Yes, yes. Hey, orbit.
53's the mark. 53, check 53. Defense wins championships, baby. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Bam, bam.
I'm coming after you. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Get it.
To throw on second down, Stevenson. He completes this to Sutton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
61, matchbox lights.
Number 53, Mike 53. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw. Stevenson. This is the tight end Fant. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
53, check 53.
From the gun on third down, Stevenson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it again with Smith. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 43.
On third down, Smith. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now a carry for Pirine. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's crashing.
Now it's Smith running right. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yellow, yellow. Where's your line?
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me
15, 15. Rip list. Kill.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Smith. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pressure comes as he gets this one away. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Kansas City, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.